What is going on, everyone? And we're going to skip the normal pleasantries here because every once in a while a fan base will surprise me. And congratulations, Tennessee fans. That's you today. So the wheel of pivoting delusion in this fan base really should be studied for some time moving forward. Let's just recap how we're going to get to it. Okay. I know you're trying to read it. We're going to get to it. We really should recap how we even got here. Tennessee signs Nico, $8 million, high school kid to come play for them. He made over $2 million to not play his freshman year. And then 3 million, something, however many million to be mid last year. He transfers out after sticking it up their tailpipe with the NIL dong. And now the guy who they said was going to be the first 4-time Heisman winner in history, throw for 100,000 yards and 500 touchdowns, he's no good. Our backup quarterback, look at this clip from the spring game, though. Guy's he's throwing dimes out there. He got an arm, too. Is it a big one? Yep, it's a bigger one. So their backup quarterback now projected to be the greatest quarterback of all time. Oh, but wait. And I didn't know this until I was informed on Lou's morning show this morning. They're getting Haynes King now. Yeah, Haynes King. Tennessee watched the Georgia 8 overtime thing, which thank you idiots for making me talk about that again, you sons of bitches. But you watched that game and said, he looked like a good one. Let's get him. Let's get old Haynes King. He's tough. Setting aside the fact, he would not at all work for your offense. Nothing about him says he would work in a Josh Heupel offense, right? Throwing downfield, etc. Listen to press conferences from the spring from our own OC Buster Faulkner, who you wish you had. He said we got to get better throwing downfield, and that was a major problem last year. Does that sound like? Anyways, let's go over here because I just searched. I didn't believe it. I just searched Haynes King. I don't even know if College Sports Only is a Tennessee channel. The quarterback who makes the most sense for Tennessee to try and poach is Georgia Tech's Haynes King. He absolutely shredded Georgia's defense in last year's rivalry game and is sneaky athletic. We bet $2.4 million for one season sounds pretty good for a 24-year-old quarterback with limited NFL potential. So I guess this is making fun of them. I'll show you one that's not making fun of them. Orange Inferno. There's only one name I want to land at quarterback, Haynes King. Seems like it's all rumors, but if Haynes King went to Tennessee, I'd wish him the best. I hope he tears it up. Haynes King had the 13th best QBR, only 1 year left, has great pocket awareness, and effing hates Georgia. Bring him on. By the way, there's no rumors. There's just your wishful thinking. And let me just go ahead and put this to rest. I know that you guys aren't prone to listening to reason. Haynes King's not coming to Tennessee. There's a 0.00% chance Haynes King is going to Tennessee. He has 1 year left. He's in an offense that works for him, that plays to what he does best, just running the ball. He has an offensive coordinator that play calls to his ability. He has a Heisman winning quarterback coach in Chris Winkie. He's not going to Tennessee. Setting aside the fact that the dude was injured for half the year last year, like he's had major injury issues his entire career. So what it would cost to move Haynes King from Georgia Tech, you might laugh at me. I don't know that there's a dollar amount, but let's just say there is more. It's 10 times more than he's actually worth. But we have the largest NIL collective, though. The man who owns all them pilot truck gas stations, he went to Knoxville. Let's talk about that, too. let's switch back to the regular screen. The largest NIL collective. All right, let's put that to the test. Let's just put that to the test. How many years during the NIL era, so NIL started 2021, has Tennessee had a 15th ranked talent-wise roster? Have they had a roster that's talent-wise 15th or better in the country? How many years has that happened since 2021? 0. Not a once. So it's not a question of, oh, we're about there, yada, yada. There's every year of NIL, there's been at least, and usually more, 15 teams more talented than you. But we're playing NIL 14D chess. I listened to Dave Hooker some too today, who we reacted to earlier on the show. They're going from once one delusion bubbles pop, they just pivot to the next one. You know what they're telling their guys? You don't come to Josh Heupel's offense because you want to go pro. That ain't what it's for. You play in Josh Heupel's offense because you want to put up video game numbers. I'm not going to do it. Go pull up Nico's stats. I guess y'all are going to get a 2-for-1 and you're not putting up video game numbers or getting drafted. Dave Hooker also said, I think the best thing for Nico would be just to sit this next year out and go to the draft next year. Nico would go undrafted if he went into the draft tonight. So if you're saying players don't come to play in Josh Heupel's offense to go pro, then you're saying Josh Heupel is a awful head coach. Every single kid that plays college football wants to play in the league. Every single one of them. You could line however many, 15,000, however many of them there are. Line them all up in the line. Ask every one of them, do they want to play in the pros? Every one of them are going to say yes. Every single one of them. I haven't seen anything like this before. I don't think. So I could tell you Haynes King does, but we're going to get Haynes King now. We're going to get him. I played against Georgie. Okay. I made a list just perusing through Twitter and message boards today and, talking to people well connected within the program of possible, their top 8 candidates that they're going to get. And let's just get to it. Let's go to the board. All right, guys, this is WreckTalk's top 8 quarterbacks list for the University of Tennessee as communicated by the Tennessee fan. We already talked about Haynes King, right? They're definitely getting him. In fact, they're definitely getting all these guys. Just a matter of who they choose to play on Saturday. Also, Tom Brady from 10 years ago. There are reports, rumors, speculation, conjecture. They've found some de-aging cream to where they can de-age him to play the way he did 10 years ago. So they're getting that. Interesting one here, a surprise one. Not a lot of people saw coming. Gandalf from Lord of the Rings, not Gandalf the White, the more powerful version. Remember when the hobbits found him? Gandalf. Gandalf the Grey, still a good get though. Because he's Gandalf the Grey, you're going to get him at a little bit better deal NIL wise. Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes will be soon retiring from the Chiefs. And you don't have to pay him any NIL money because he owns part of the Kansas City Royals anyways. And you're going to sue the NCAA to get more eligibility for him and many other players that we see on the list. Another interesting one, Shane Falco from The Replacements, played by Keanu Reeves. Yeah, you're going to get Shane Falco, not the version seen in the movie. This is the interesting bit. The version of him where he won that Sugar Bowl they talk about all movie long. So pretty good pickup there. Staying in the realm of cinema, Sunshine from Remember the Titans. He's actually a real person, by the way, committed to South Carolina. You'll be flipping him from South Carolina, Sunshine. Also, Peyton Manning from 20 years ago. The de-aging cream evidently will go back up to de-aging you 50 years. So that really opens up the candidate list. But yes, Peyton Manning from 20 years ago. Also, and this one's my personal favorite and pick, a really under the radar pick here, pickup for Tennessee, probably a diamond in the rough. Some Ewok from Indoor. Evidently, he's got a really good arm. Not the tallest Joker, but he can definitely get it done and difficult to tackle. So that's the top 8 list. Definitely legitimate, definitely getting top quarterbacks for Tennessee. And if you'll notice one thing in common with all the quarterbacks a Tennessee fan is talking about, not a single one of them's in the portal. Have a good one.